P as in Paul, this is the appointment of Finance Committee to prioritize city's revenue enhancement measures. The reason I pulled this is because under the discussion on page 1, second paragraph, second sentence, it says, and again, this is the city hiring a polling firm to take a poll or survey of residents or voters, likely voters, I assume. Okay, second paragraph, second sentence, it says, the consultant identified the importance of prioritizing our revenue measures to avoid placing too many of them in one election. My understanding of a polling firm is it's a firm that engages in the science of polling to the extent that it's a science. And that sentence is not so much science, but politics. It's about whether we should put on so many measures, and it seems like it's not really within the purview of a polling firm, and it seems like the city should be hiring a political consultant to work with the polling firm. When this came up in the Finance Committee, I said that it appeared to me that if you hire a polling firm, you need to have that firm working in conjunction with the political consultants. But now I'm seeing that the strategy, as laid out in the staff report, is for the polling firm to do the whole thing, which I think is a mistake.
That's not right.
Well, isn't that something we could discuss in the Finance Committee?
Well, yes, but I pulled this item because this staff report suggests that there's not going to be any political consultant hired, that this is it. This is the whole thing. So I'm happy to discuss it in the Finance Committee, but time is running short. So time is running short, and I think that we need to get a political consultant on board quickly.
Yeah, I can say that the Lead Board just recently did a study about increasing the CSA fee, and we had a political consultant and a polling firm, two separate individuals working together, and that's how it should be done.
If I could just provide some information, I think we have until July in order to make decisions about measures that go on the November ballot. So your next Finance Committee we have scheduled for February. I think we could add this to the agenda, and I think if the committee wants to make a recommendation to Council, we could get it back on the Council agenda probably the second meeting of February. So I think you have time to talk at the committee level.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that we do have time, but the July deadline is the deadline of deciding, and there is a lot to be done before that deadline. For example, the question that's put on the ballot is crucial. And you need to know that question so that you can poll on that question. And you want to have a political consultant on board to advise you on that question. So it's like in litigation. You want to have an outline of your closing argument, but you want to have that at the beginning of the discovery process. So I'm looking forward to discussing this, Mayor Davis, at our next Finance Committee meeting and moving it to the second meeting of the City Council in
All right,
February.
so the original vote will stand. We passed that originally.
Yes.
All right, so we